Back at it again, guys, with another score. This time 55-gallon tank. Here's some of the stuff here. Filter, lights, some really cool inhabitants. Actually, the big piece of Anubius here. He goes, yeah, some Anubius Nana. I go, well, it's not that Nana anymore. There's some fish in there. Wife over here is emptying out the gravel from the tank. Stand is right there. So stick with us, stay tuned, and let's see what else we got in this bucket. All right, guys, so some of the plants are a little beat up, but that's okay. We're gonna try to nurse them back to health. Some nice root structures. There's some type of red sword here. Nice piece of lava rock. This, I believe, was an Amazon sword that he had to cut back. But like I said, we'll maybe put that in the tank and see if it bounces back. Now, this Anubius, and I'm not even sure how long this is. At least a foot long or so. But look at this beastly piece of Anubius. I may keep it together. I don't really, I mean, my biggest planted tank technically is a 29-gallon, which, yeah. But I may chop this into two. I mean, look how thick, I mean, all these roots. Look how thick this rhizome is. It's like about as thick as my pinky. You can guys see that, it's crazy. And then we got some dwarf aquarium lilies here. Nice little bulb structure, kind of tiny, but you know, cool nonetheless. And still haven't dove into those fish yet. Let's take a look. So the fish have been in here for a little bit now, kind of getting accustomed to the new tank. Well, it's their same tank. They kind of essentially got a full water change, or everything but a bucket full of water change, but I kept their filter running. So I hooked up their old filter that was on their previous tank. The guy had left it full of water, so it was only, you know, stopped running for about an hour. And I hooked up a new filter as well, so plenty of filtration on this tank. They seem to be doing fine. No losses or any kind of issues seem to have been sprung up. What we have here is, we got a blue grommy, we got a few convicts. There's like two blue convicts, two, I guess they call them pink. We have a crebensis here. So corridor swimming by. There's 5 rosy barbs, I believe they are. A few of them look a little different, but I think they're all the same fish. What else do we have? All right, everybody knows what that is, right? Bristlenose Pleco, looks like a male. Kind of a pretty looking one too. And there's an albino cory. All right, the 2 fish that I'm most excited about are these 2, with these little dots here, 1 and 2. They are small little West African cichlids. I believe they're West African cichlids, but they're the African butterfly cichlid. And I'm not sure if it's a male or female pairing, but it could be. And if it is, I'm really excited because they can be bred, and they just seem like a really cool, nice, pretty peaceful cichlid. So definitely gonna be keeping these guys. If you notice there, we got some mussels. Looks like a narite snail didn't make it. Looks like so there was 1 casualty. I know he had said there's a few narite snails, and I grabbed 3 out. It looked like there was a 4th, I guess, that I didn't see, and unfortunately didn't make it. What else do we have in here? I guess that's, oh yeah, this is a Siamese algae eater or a flying fox, I'm not sure. I'm not really sure which one that is. I'll have to get a good ID on it, and then probably rehome it. Probably not keeping it no matter what species it is. But, oh yeah, and we have red-tail sharks, 2 red-tail sharks. That's what actually the wife Greta is most excited about. We're seeing if we can't hang on to these guys. They definitely are gonna need a larger tank, but I wanna set up a pretty large, at least 75, 90-gallon, you know, planted community tank. So those guys would be great for that. And then over here we have 2 freshwater mussels. I'm not really sure about the care of them. I'm gonna have to do some research and see if I can properly care for them. I'm pretty sure they need some sand substrate, so I'm gonna do some research ASAP and get them in the proper conditions. But yeah, it's really cool. I reached out to a few people I know in the local area. Already got a home for these convicts. I don't have room for them here in the fish cave, but reached out to a gentleman who actually took some of the fish from another tank, and he's gonna gladly take them. I think Rob's gonna take a fish or 2. So it's good to have some fish friends in the area to be able to, you know, comfortably take some fish. Later. All right, so the tank is not empty, but we are down to the few red-tailed sharks. Buddy of mine, Jason, came and grabbed some of the convict cichlids. The Siamese algae eater went to Rob. Guy I know, Jerry, came and grabbed the crebensis because he has some crebensis. So that all worked well. But you're probably asking, hey Ryan, there was still some more fish in there. Well, hey, those we're keeping. And we need to stock those ponds, right? All right, guys, so the time has come to stock the pond with some fish and shrimp and move some stuff around in the fish room. In a previous video, I mentioned I was going to be moving some of the swordtail fry to a new top secret location. Well, it's a tub. And taking the place of these guys in the 20 gallon in the top right is going to be 2 of these African butterfly cichlids. And I'm not sure if it's a male-female pair. I'm hoping it is. They came in that 55 gallon tank. Also moving out to the pond are these 5 barbs. I believe they're like a rosy barb or a platinum rosy barb or something. I think they're gonna look cool in these ponds. These guys will breed, I think, in home aquaria. I'm not really sure. I'm not trying to breed them. I just think they'll look cool in the pond. And then we're gonna try some shrimp in these ponds. And I got a few tricks up my sleeve to try to make it work better, but we have some yellow shrimp here, and believe it or not, I tried to pick some with the golden back, and they're stressed out right now, but all 6 of these, I picked 6 yellow shrimp, because I don't have that many, especially with the golden back. So I got 6 yellow shrimp, 10 blue dreams, and I got a few orange. I'm probably gonna pick up a few more. There's a tank down here that has a bunch of different color neocaridina, black, blue, brown, orange. So I may do a tub with some, the Skittles mix. But let's get to it, guys. Let's shuffle these fish around, get them moved, get everybody acclimated, and start seeing how they do in the ponds. All right, so we got some of the fish and shrimp out here floating, and man, I'm already excited. It's hard to see with this glare here, but you can see the orange already popping on the adult female swordtail. And there are, I want to count how many I put of everything in here. That way I have a record. And if I didn't tell you guys, then I wouldn't know. So let's count the swordtails. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So we have 11 swordtail fry with the mama. And this, the yellow, you can already see the yellow coming back on some of the shrimp. You see that yellow line? So this is gonna be really exciting. In here, really excited about these guys, these barbs. I mean, look at the, I don't know if it's the male and female, 2 different types of barbs or what have you, but these guys are freaking on fire. Looks awesome. And then over here, the blue shrimp, which are probably gonna be the least colorful because the tubs are blue, but these are some decent quality blue dreams. So I'm really looking forward to seeing these guys multiply in these tubs as well. I'm gonna put a few alder cones in each of these tubs just to help with the tannins and stuff. I got these off of Reddit. Depending on where you are, you can probably pick them for free. I got them for really cheap off of Reddit from a gentleman in California. If you haven't checked out that video, definitely I'll put a link, pop-up card. And then also off Reddit, I got these, which are mulberry leaves. And these don't give tannins like Indian almond leaves. What these are for is essentially like food. So they'll sink down eventually and the shrimp will be all over them. All right, let's do some releasing. We have here is the blue shrimp, and gonna let them go. So we have 10 blue shrimp, I think. You guys are keeping count? I hope you guys are. And then I also have a few little guppies. Now I purposely put some smaller ones like fry, so they probably can't eat the shrimp, but they hopefully can eat like some of the, mosquito larvae or what have you. And then I'm also gonna come back and hopefully put some rocks in the bottom of here. We got our barbs, so let these guys go. This will be cool. Having these tubs is gonna help me figure out how to film better with this glare. And then over here we got our yellow shrimp, and just let these guys go. Hopefully they'll get to the bottom. I already have the rocks in this one, so hopefully these guys can make a beeline for the bottom. You can see the shrimp there with some glare. And I'm gonna put some of the swordtail fry. I decided to put only the fry and not the mom, only because I feel like the mom maybe can eat them. I mean, to be honest, these maybe can eat the shrimp too, but I feel like the mom has a better chance of eating them. Hopefully these guys will leave the shrimp alone, especially since there's a bunch of rocks at the bottom. I also may try to devise a little divider, but we'll see. And then fourth and last tub here, we decided to go with some mixed shrimp. So these are from the Skittles tank, and this tub's gonna taste the rainbow. Most of them were like kind of the darker black or brown, and then we also have some little baby guppies in here as well. So in each tub that just has shrimp also has at least some guppies or some baby fry swordtails. All right, guys, so we got some rocks in the tubs. I just fed a little bit. I haven't been feeding in all. This is the second time I fed these tubs in I think 2 weeks now. A week and a half, they've been up 2 weeks. As you can see, these are the rosy barbs. Looking good. Don't think I've had any losses. Still have the 11 swordtail fry in here. As far as the shrimp, it's been harder to see. Of course, I put the yellow shrimp on the lighter colored rocks, and then the darker shrimp on the darker colored rocks. I mean, I didn't plan it that way. Obviously, I would have switched it up a little different, but I have seen some of the mixed shrimp in here. I've seen a few yellows in here. There's no shrimp in here. I may put some orange shrimp in here, but I haven't put any shrimp in here yet, only because obviously these barbs are bigger than the other fish, so I think there's a less likely chance the shrimp survive there. And in here, the blue shrimp, I've seen actually the most I've seen of the blue shrimp. So far so good, guys. I also added a mystery snail in there, and of course Bo would try to get into the tub if he could, but stay tuned. There's not gonna be a video this Sunday because I hit you with the guys with a video yesterday, but there is gonna be a video next Wednesday, and it may or may not have to do with snails. As always, guys, stay positive and stay passionate.